go for it. Perfect.
Into the last matchup of today.
Okay,
here
Fnatic
at
on
Superdome,
defense.
Fnatic
Geekay
versus
on
Geekay. What a
attack.
showdown the previous matchup was, but it's now time for another MENA representative to try and take down the Titans that are Fnatic inwards. They go into the site already. Alfire, the only one on Fnatic to be able to find a kill, is Geekay in full control over this B site. It's the same playing ground as it was before. Haven right back up in this action. It's a 2v2 and a bit of a
They
standstill.
decided not to go for the same pistol.
Geekay players play out of mid.
Surprisingly, the spike didn't go down there.
One enemy remaining.
Witchery Rook. Nice little shot. Onto Mystic, leaving Alfire
Everyone's
alone.
low.
Half HP onto Alfire, and now Geekay with a decision to make. Where do they go? And Alfire seems to be making the right decision in the read. Oh, this is incredible.
Oh.
Yeah!
He actually manages to win that.
You absolute mastermind.
26
Reads the play
HP.
and delivers the finishing blow onto the last two players.
I think it shows but one thing, Pavlos, that's Fnatic have not slowed down in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they went for the
Going into
overview.
Our second
It was a
map,
bold
at least
call.
for Fnatic.
Bold
today.
call to go to the overview
really,
for
really
this
strong
one.
round. And I'll tell you what, Althea and Mystic have both had a really good tournament thus far, showing their quality, showing that Fnatic were right to at least need to reel them back and bring
Damn
them in.
nice.
And oh damn it! It didn't show it on the replay, but Alfire's smile.
Yeah, we
after
were
that, I think
spoiled
Bosa
with,
was right next
Spike
to him, and
Nations.
He turned around and
Prettiest
smiled at him.
moment.
It was the
Tech pulse.
widest
Oh, boy.
smile. It was like,
Oh,
yo,
the pride
you're
of an
insane,
IGL.
bro.
Oh, no.
You're insane, bro.
Oh no, chat.
No pride matches the pride of your IGL when you do something good, Pavlos.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And bear in mind, Boaster being the most experienced on the team, at least in TAC FPS, you know, for the younger players like Alfire and like Leo, it's his job to keep them rallied. It's his job to keep them kind of upbeat and looking forward to these matches and keeping their cool when they're in these games. So far, he's done beautifully.
It really has.
Hold his line.
experience,
100
across
Thieves
a
of
lot. And,
Sentinels,
you know, Alfire this
expectations.
year, he's
Yeah, I'm
grown
kinda
a lot,
interested to see
right?
where you
He's
guys
come
vote
into
for this.
Team as a young gun, a Turkish powerhouse.
Damn,
you
that's
know, and,
close.
he's evolving into a very mature
Because
player as well.
you
sort
guys
of
have higher
realizing when
expectations of
it's,
Sentinels than 100
his
Thieves.
responsibility to do the heavy hitting, or when he needs to be a bit more supportive.
We're pretty
he
close,
kinda
like
shares that
like
a lot with
almost
Turkey from
50-50.
time to time. But yeah, we're looking at the exact same composition for Fnatic this time around. It is a KO sort of lineup coming out from the Geekay side.
But
with Killjoy
it's a
as
good
their Sentinel
it's
of
good to get a rough
choice. Now,
estimate.
how big of a fan are you of Geekay's sort of composition? It's not exactly the meta play we see that Fnatic is sort of representing on their end.
I think the way Fnatic play Haven is they pick an area, they push it, and you treat it like a two-site map. Geekay, complete opposite way round. It's a lot more defensive, where instead they drop the Killjoy utility, and they just use that as the early warning system for a push to the site. I don't know how I feel about the KO on Haven. I think he
Who
can
wins
be
Brazil?
very hit and miss.
Who
And
wins
when you're
Brazil
going
is
up
hard to
against
predict.
Fnatic,
No one,
every gap
no
in
one's gonna
what
get
is going
that
to be
right,
an
I don't think.
experimental composition is going to be
Why do I think it might
raw
just be a random team?
Yeah, it is an interesting one. Yeah, I want to express as well how much bigger of a fan I am with the Fnatic composition. You know, Chamber, the amount of
Dude, imagine ET
positionings you
kept
can
that
take
whole
without being
roster
punished
and
getting
they
some early
won
kills or information.
Brazil.
It's
That would
just
be
a
incredible,
huge-
wouldn't it?
But you know, if you manage to make it work, and the breach
How
as
does
well,
this work,
man,
Bacon?
super strong on this map, hard to dismiss. But either way, it's worked for Geekay in the past. Whether this will work versus Fnatic today is a different question. Now, the tech pause sign did get removed on
Bacon
at
was
the
Koi.
top, right? But now the timer is still stuck in place.
You
so
did the maxi
whether
good.
it's still a tech pause or not, I assume it is.
To pause or not to pause?
Where's
That's the
Koi?
question.
Where's
That do be the
EG?
question, as
Where's
21st
100
century Shakespeare
Thieves?
would have said.
I think 21st century Shakespeare, bear in mind he's from
Where's
South
NRG?
London, it would have been, oi blood, pause or not pause, innit?
What is going on here?
I apologise to every English speaker who just had to hear that.
Yeah, that was awful.
You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh, it's just Mystic and Durka giving, just looking at each other, having a staring contest. Wow, man, you just...
Yep.
Oh, you just cracked me up, man. Oh, that was good. Oi, blood. To break or not break, innit?
What's some other kind of very memorable Shakespeare quotes?
I don't know.
It's just a
man.
shank in front of me, blood.
No.
Go on, let me grab it.
No, Crema, it's too late. Let's not dive into the Shakespeare sayings. Let's not dive into
I
our
feel like
Hamlets and our Othellos.
It's been a long day, chat.
Classical works of
So we're
literature
gonna let
would
we're gonna
work
let the
much better
casters
in a
off.
Redman accent, though.
You reckon?
It's been a long
Absolutely.
day.
It
but
would
they
be
are
funny actually seeing Shakespeare
killing me inside. Maybe
in
it's
the
'cause I'm
modern
UK,
era,
but-
sort of.
Yeah, I'd watch Macbeth.
Yeah. You watch Macbeth that way?
I think we should probably
it's
go to
probably
break,
happened.
Pavlos.
I feel like it's probably happened.
We
Yeah,
should go to
sorry,
break.
we're
We'll
talking
go to
nonsense,
break.
guys.
We'll be back soon.
Vibe with the music, if there is any, and we'll see you right after the tech pause is done and out.
Well, we okay. We trust in
Turns out
production.
we're back. I think you might be grateful about that one, and as we won't need to wait for any more shenanigans for this to be over. The game is on. Durka with the first blood of the second round. It's their bye round, of course. But Geekay have only got to do with some shares.
I mean, with these shares, all they're really after here is damage, and hey, Waylander delivers beautifully. Durka falls, and that was the Vandal now removed from Fnatic. A huge chunk of their firepower removed off the back of one very well-placed bullet over in mid. Leo now ready to duel with this KO.
I think Paper X will be a contender. Yeah, I think so.
Find the head of Leo. Would he be
Feel
left
like-
as a half-cock crook?
Chat. The Paper X
I feel like
team haven't
Waylander
changed
should
their.
be a name
They
of
haven't
a
changed lineup, right?
Random statement brought to you by X-Warrior. Leo with a
Thanks,
nice
Pavlos.
little cook onto Rero Jurek. Leo doubles up. Yeah, this seems to be
Okay.
fairly simple here from Geekay. K-Ops does find some spores of war. Maybe
I
find a
think-
spike plant here. That wouldn't be too bad.
Two Girls and Spike Plant would be really respectful for DK here.
Spike planted.
That's exactly what they get.
Slideshow's chat is all debating where I'm
He's
gonna end up.
He's gonna die. There
There
you go.
we go.
Paranoia's on point. And that's how
That's fun.
Fnatic get a 2-0 on the board.
Who knows? Who knows, chat?
I'm trying to think. Waylander cards aren't a thing. I think. You know what? We'll have to fact check ourselves in just a moment. But for now, let's look at how Durka was good for the opening before instantly being caught out by Waylander. Boaster only seeing the flash of a muzzle. Nothing he can prevent there, and something that may cause years of therapy to be required afterwards. But for Leo, clean round 3K.
You'd
brings
hope
the
I'd
second
know, yeah.
Fnatic.
The thing is,
Over
if I
to
don't know, then you
DK
guys
now,
don't know.
With
So
Vandals around the board,
it kind of works.
I want to know sort of what
Okay,
Rockets
full buy.
can do with this operation.
Looking like
once
C
he gets
hits the
one.
molly that
How will
lands
he
here.
match out against Althea? Because
We call this
Rocket's proven
cryptics.
to quite enjoy going quite
Because
quickly.
cryptics will
I
play here
don't know
every
if having an
round.
operator is really going to help him with that. Which makes me
Okay,
question
does the
defense
molly
of
and then he
DK.
insta sticks in
Now though,
spawn.
On topic of speed, fast it to see Fnatic on the retake.
Yeah, it's a quick execution here from Geekay. There are some Vandals in control of Fnatic. That's the dangerous part, and especially when Dirk is already taking down players from Geekay, you have to start to worry. But look at Geekay. Their whole plan around this is to play with a lineup. So I assume there's a fragment ready, a couple of
I'm
shock
a
darts
bit
to be
worried
lined
for
up.
this one. A lot of people off site here.
And it looks like K-Up is responsible for keeping them
This
alive
poor Jet.
out from that back line. It means that there's only one here. Rocket trying to survive the
Oh my
bite
God,
time.
Jet
So
did
far, he's
great.
done so valiantly. Takes one down before he falls himself. One-sided smoke now to
Well,
be placed
here we
onto the
go.
site. Now, this is where the utility starts to fall. Oh, and it's so well timed.
One enemy
Or is it not? No, it's the
No.
weapons to do it. It's Mystic and Alfire to do all the job. Repositioning from K-Up to
Oh.
try and deny it.
Smoke just
Will it
went.
be diffused? It's being stuck with Mystic with a coup de grace and the diffusal coming underway. Fnatic 3
that was
0
close.
cannot falter.
That
with
was
their bonus.
close.
Little bit of je ne sais quoi, Pavlos. As Fnatic, they make it 3-0. Continuing
Never in
a
doubt.
beautiful lead now.
This is almost
is
a
off
little
the
bit
back
close.
of
I
being able
didn't.
to shut
I
down
don't
one of the
know.
best
For
teams
my
in
for
MENA.
my
They
liking, there
now
were too
move
many
on to the
people
next
playing down long
best
for this
team
one.
in MENA. And they are looking to take names, titles, and lives here
That was a huge first
off
kill.
what
though.
has been a very successful bonus round now. Retrieving so many Vandals, they'll happily wield them now.
Clean comms.
Really clean
Very
comms.
clean comms. To be expected from a team of this caliber, but very nicely played there. You could understand Geekay's game plan with sort of going for the lineups.
So eco for
didn't work out in the end.
Durka is just getting kills everywhere.
For now, Althea, Durka, see what they can do with this opening.
Oh my goodness.
Instantly shut down by Boast. And I tell you what, Pavlos,
Oh my
Geekay,
God.
these
Everyone's getting
sheriffs,
two-tapped.
these pistol rounds, these half-buys, have been really hit and miss for them. They've had some
Always
rounds
doubt
that have looked
Fnatic in those kind of
unstoppable,
situations.
better than their
A
rifle
little bit
rounds.
chaotic.
Other
but
rounds, well, Fnatic, they go 4-0 up.
They
a
do
lot of
indeed.
respect for Mystic.
4
Imagine
and
he's still,
Geekay trailing quite far behind.
imagine he's
and if
still
they don't
under
get a
some
grasp
kind
on
of
this game
contract.
soon,
if
they'll
not
be
a
in
sixth.
big trouble.
Absolutely.
And this is the kind of the round that they can start to nail it back
Yeah,
together,
Leo's
right
been
there.
using the
This is
Phantom
where
all
some
the
ultimates
time.
start to come in.
They could
I don't know when
attempt
that
to nail it
changed.
back together. Fnatic currently have an ult advantage with the Nightfall. They're about to bring out a Rolling Thunder. Everything's about to come online now.
Mystic
So the
stock
power
should be
spike
high.
that's
Yeah, I
due
imagine
from
he got a
Fnatic
lot of,
makes me a little bit concerned
lot
as to
or a
what
good amount of
Geekay
offers.
can now do to counteract that with just Vandals. I think they may have a
I
few
thought that
ults
1v4 clip he's
just
using
arriving, but they're not
I thought that
initially
1v4
going
clip he's
in with
using
all too much,
Vandal.
other than this Hunter's Fury on Waylander.
I'm trying to remember it.
Feels like
I
From
thought he was
Shadows
a
and
Vandaler,
Chaos
but
isn't
maybe
something
I'm
we're gonna
fully
really see as one of these big round sculpting abilities. Fnatic seem to have an A site to defend here, Pavlos.
Yeah, and Shalaby actually redeemed the bot back, unless it was broken. Seems to me like it brought it back.
That
but
Haven
either
Clutch
way,
is a Vandal.
It
Yeah.
does seem that the A site will be breached.
The one way had Sheriff.
At least attempted to.
But then I guess it was Sheriff picked up
Fnatic
Vandal,
hand
right?
it over. They're looking for a retake. I don't blame them. There's a Rolling Thunder on its way.
Okay, here we
in
go.
Mystic's backpack. Don't know how you hold an earthquake in your backpack, but either way, the null command will deny the uses of
This is
any
nice
type of
util.
utility.
Waylander gets to a good pause.
As
What are you
Witchery
doing
Rook
though?
is positioned
What are you doing,
exactly
Waylander?
in the middle of the site to make sure that no
Okay.
one close by can use anything. Boaster gets spotted by the alarm bot and Waylander retrieves it.
Dude, I was so worried when he wasn't looking
here,
here, but I guess the alarm bot
just gets
kinda saved him.
depleted. 3 left for Fnatic for this fight. Can they do it? On top. Damage inflicted. Noise made, aftershock to try and give them some space. Rocket is accurate. Can't deliver the second one, but there's more players for Geekay to deliver. Durka.
How many
is
of them are
left
going to
around
survive?
to
Let's
try
see.
and cancel
Durka, no
some of
nade.
these saves, but the round goes to Geekay, finally getting
Just,
themselves on the board.
just once
There's
one.
a
That
great-
kill does give him his ult
Great
though,
after
so
part there
it's pretty
from
strong.
DK. The fact that
4-1, they win a round,
Fnatic
but
out of the site for so
Fnatic
long,
got some
with
ult
just
to-
chaining utility, and that is the
they're gonna try
advantage you
use
get
them.
with bringing the Killjoy and
becomes a good
KO,
round. They
is you
did
have that extra
okay
fragment,
damage.
you have those swarm grenades, and it buys you so much
One for the
time
road, yeah,
once
just
that
gets the
site
ult,
goes
gets
down,
out.
That taking a site's damn difficult. Boast a little bit surprised he didn't just check his corner there. Waylander does punish it lovely. And, well, with that, Geekay put themselves on the board with the first. Reinvestments seem to come from Fnatic, as well as a myriad of ults to aid them in this process.
Yeah, no, Fnatic couldn't use ultimates the round before
Oh my God.
because of the null command, but now they can.
Oh,
Showstopper coming through
nice
from
dash.
Tucker, but it misses
What
the
a
mark.
dodge.
Nice
Oh,
dash.
What a dodge.
goodness. Shalaby shuts him down. And the opportunity there to gain anything significant is wasted.
That's heartbreaking. The fault line was perfect as well. The stars aligned for Durka there. But instead, the rocket, it goes 4 rockets instead of the concussed players. Geekay now ready to push into A, ready to push.
yeah, I forgot
Without
most of
fail.
their stuff, to be honest.
An operator. with
People
their
still
name on.
bring back some of their stuff, but okay.
Fire.
What are we guessing here?
Good little opening for them. But again,
Oh
very
man, they're
passive
gonna
on
it's
this
so
A-side
hard to
hold.
push Alpha off
Alpha,
this
yeah.
spot.
The trademark maybe to fall back into safety, won't even use it. Rolling Thunder preemptive, realizing there's a drop kill, so 2
was
good
fast.
effort to take down some weapons of Fnatic.
This
but it's
observer
Fnatic's
loves
round nonetheless.
overviews.
What a shot from Althea there. Havlos, that was naughty. And with that, the Turkish operator player is going to be going 9-2. Beautiful stuff from the op so far. And there you go. It just flicks to the Jets. Just the wrong time there. Soul crushing from Durka. Althea, I want to see this
Yeah,
final shot
Alpha
again
used to
here.
op on the team before Fnatic.
Let's have a look. We'll see how Chaos falls. at
Did he
least.
change the op skin? Dude, I remember when he had a bad game at
All right.
he had a bad game in Champs, and then I remember
Geekay.
I remember going to his POV and he was like changing his skins.
They still have got some weapons to work with here. It's not all impossible.
Yampy raid, what's up? What's up, Raiders? How we doing? Yampy, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Try to get some slug approves in for Yampy.
Followed up by Fnatic significantly. He needs to make it happen with his gun. So far, Rocket falls completely blinded. Paranoia is on point. Runs out of bullets. Draws out the classic. This is terrifying. Chaos recovers it though, and the A site isn't quite taking over as Fnatic have placed both of their defenders there.
I've lost how? How are Geekay? How do they have a man advantage after this?
Yeah, how is that actually possible?
Also wounded.
It's so funny. Boaster must have looked at that on the minimap and think, what is going on? Just did a really good Omen flash.
Has to try and hold C against the advances of the KO. Solo with the spike. Wait, solo with the spike?
Let that sink in for a sec. Waylander is making his way around, so it no longer will be a one-man endeavor all the time. It could be perfect, or it could be the worst.
This was nice, though. Touch the spike as the guy was coming spawn, just so that the attention goes back on him. That was pretty good by these two.
Boaster, El Capitan, what can you do? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay, smoke.
Delivers with the first one. Both of the remaining players are low.
TP and smoke.
TP into his own dark cover. Oh, is it red
smoke
though?
Push into,
Another
go back to site.
Walks into that one. Okay, Boaster, you sneaky man, going for an injured play.
Oh,
taps the spike.
you're a crazy guy.
Another TP to the back of the site, tries to confuse him.
You crazy guy.
Rook is there to deliver, even though if it's a stinger, it's a bullet to the head.
What the hell was this round?
The dark and dusty bamboozle won't land today on GK. Fnatic find themselves.
That was a good try. We'll give him a little bit bold at the end.
GK seem to have found. Geekay have found their footing now. 2 rounds on the bounce, and now they seem to harm the economy of Fnatic a little bit. I don't really know what's happening in Fnatic in the sense that that's twice now we've seen the perfect fault line not be converted.
To be fair, the Omen didn't even consider it. The Omen didn't even
say Geekay's thrifties had been hit or miss. Well, that one definitely was a hit.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel about Fnatic's thrifties, Pavlos?
Also hit and miss. It kind of feels like Valorant is one of those games where, you know, this round is actually all the thrifty rounds are still ones that you always really good need to respect, right?
Yeah.
Even though they cost much, well, they cost significantly less.
Absolutely.
Those weapons, they can still do quite a bit in the right circumstances. So they have to be respected no matter what. No matter what.
Insta smoke comes up, just a straight up spam.
From the same position, from the same shoulder peak. Fnatic, without the weapons
low
or utility, they're struggling to punish it. But look at the flank here. Look at the flank from Althea.
Oh, that's the first one. He's got a Guardian. That's the second. Rocket swings back and takes down Althea. But is that good enough for
This is nice. This is a good
They've
flank.
just realised seat is open.
This is a good space
due to
made by this guy. What's his skill like?
And he might be
Leo.
catching up Leo as he's only got a knife out in his hands. Now draws out the pistol and Alice will be delaying them. But what he's definitely done here for Geekay is guarantee that the site is open for them.
Absolutely, Leo goes aggressive. And
oh
it pays
my
off.
goodness, what's going on?
Could this be a hit of an eco round by Fnatic yet again?
The nightfall lands.
Nightfall for
Waylander,
boy. And he won't be able to do it.
Leo manages to clean it up. He was gifted this one, chat, a little bit. If we get to see this, we get to see this from the POV. He was gifted this one a little bit.
Absolutely beautiful from Fnatic. You said
the Killjoy did everything, and then kind of got his knife out for no reason.
Althea, absolutely perfect rounds to get to.
Look at
so then force them back at the
what was he trying to put up the turret?
The breach
he tried to put up the turret.
Phenomenal.
I guess it was good decision making from Leo to go into the garage.
Leo.
Can I say that?
Land the nightfall. Land the final shots. I don't think we should hear that. As we hear Geekay now plan out some next couple of strategies as a way to potentially formulate a solution to Fnatic here.
Yeah, man. It's interesting how we haven't seen a buy round from both of these teams in a while, because each team keeps on winning its eco, and we don't end up seeing a buy against a buy.
Listening in on the time.
I don't know which team this favors most, but it definitely makes it very
Thank God that wasn't around while
Absolutely.
I was coaching.
Althea
Holy
once
hell.
again with an operator. Bearing in mind, one from the Tour de Force means that we're seeing him with a sniper for at least guarantee of 2 more rounds here. Geekay. 4 rounds down. They need to make sure this doesn't turn into a grand
flame
deficit.
way too much for them to listen into.
Bulldog, Spectre, split between Waylander and Wintry Rook. Chaos and Rocket still able to boast a Vandal, but it's 2 Vandals enough to beat the likes of Fnatic. The lockdown and from the shadows both available for them, but against the breach, trying to use these lockdowns can be really damn difficult. Aggression once again from Durka contains and holds this A-long position, while the rest of Geekay try to ascertain Fnatic's presence in Garage.
Flash drive enabling Rocket to peek through out in Garage. Not far yet. Spotted.
You didn't hear all of that. You didn't hear all of that.
Geekay sees control of Garage early on, but now give it right back to Fnatic to enter adventure towards this right-hand side of the map.
You're absolutely right here, Geekay. They back off for the time being.
Okay, you guys haven't. How many are going to go short? Because Leo's here, and we're going to have a bait coming for it as well. So this is nice decision making from Durka.
Where the spike's coming from.
At least give some strength to Leo. Give him some assistance, but they end up falling. Leo is uncomfortable, but he still holds on to his life. 6 bullets, can't reload. There's another nano swarm. It's making his life miserable, but at least the rest of his team has picked up the pieces. Geekay equalizing.
Boaster has walked out.
Fnatic does. Time he comes around, Boaster ends up with a kill, but Rook is right behind him. Alpha is called up to the play.
Okay. Alpha, Orc's going to go off, has to wait for it. They push spawn, Nino is behind.
This now means that Geekay know via process of elimination he's got to be coming from the flank.
How come Durka and Alpha switch roles? Yeah, they're trying stuff for this event. And I think that makes sense.
Maybe a bit better. He'll one-shot Shalaby. But Wintry Rook's the one you have to worry about,
roles
especially now he has that dagger.
I think that's so fine to try.
Because then you won't be able to use a headhunter anymore. Shalaby. Bullet to the head of Alpha.
A good run from them.
Geekay, you were asking if they could win this with a bit of a shaky buy. Well, here you go.
They also said that they have no strats, right? They have no strat book.
It's like golf. The less money invested, the better off you are.
Boaster's just
as Fnatic now
pretty much just mid-round the whole time.
With Tour de Force comes out there,
a set thing. It will be like, let's take that garage this round. It will be more on the attack stuff.
But it's certainly one they can work with. As Geekay,
we'll try and look at it, but you'll see it won't be many like set hits and stuff. It will like be 4-1
to be used as well, and that could really ruin the day of Alfea. He's not careful with this Tour de Force. And there it is, just about avoids the dagger, but that no command's what you need to worry about.
Ooh. Flash drive in, catches out Boaster. Controller, no more for Fnatic.
Starting to see some more inventive flashes now that the right click got nerfed a little bit.
Now that completely eliminates the defenders of the B side, which puts caution to the win for Fnatic, where they're going to place the defenders, but
probably this role change is permanent. Yeah, I mean, if they do well this tournament and it looks good, I would assume that makes sense.
Once again, trying to retake
Durka definitely looks
operator with a Tour de Force.
Durka definitely looks a little bit more
Shalaby will show exactly why. Alfea falls.
Alpha,
Durka now
I'm
alone,
still not
Vandal
sold
in hand. 1 versus 4 as Geekay get ready to set themselves up for their 4th.
I think Fnatic would really benefit from a chamber nerf.
It's just a waiting game for Durka, isn't it? Oh.
If they could chamber nerf and double duelist came back in and it was like a raised jet.
It wouldn't be too bad to destroy the economy here of his opposition. Definitely doable. But he himself needs to worry because his team isn't too well off.
Back out of there for the time being.
How was Waylander in 28? Yeah, it feels like he's been in. He felt like he's been in so many tournaments.
Some very strong early momentum, clearly carrying over the highs from their game against Falcon, has now just been mitigated as they run into their next hurdle, their next great filter, being GK.
Yeah, I think pretty much that.
GK, the money is certainly not great. In the rounds they've been winning, they've still been losing players.
I think he wants the rifle,
and neither is the ult economy, but what they have, Pavlos, is they have tempo. And for Durka, the only ult on the game rests on his shoulders.
Chronicle, Chamber,
available. Geekay did such a good job of avoiding it last time.
Raise.
Can they mimic that success now?
The thing is, I'm still excited to see these Cypher buffs, whatever they are. The devs said today there was a Cypher buff. And I'm telling you, Cypher's really good already. It's just the fact there's so much chamber, that's why you don't see it. So if they overbuff it, which I think any buff on Cypher might be an overbuff.
It seems like they're doing so because so far Fnatic for the past few rounds have kind of placed Alfaya or Boast in quite up close and personal positions.
Yeah.
That they have been able to.
Yampy says, I think the team that Nats goes to will get a huge buff with the Cypher. Don't you think? Yeah, I think you might be right. Yampy, what team is it?
Absolutely. Durka chimes in from Garage. That was the close angle. Now revealed. And for Geekay, It's all on Waylander and Chaos. Waylander good for a first, but he needs a hell of a lot more than that if he wants to bring Geekay their 5th. Something just like that, Pavlos.
And Fnatic were very quick to rotate there, realized that their best chance in this game is to actually play the numbers now that they have the advantage. Now, because of that Fire Falls, this is actually a much more close affair. But with Mystics Rolling Thunder, expect it to be pressed as soon as the spike is touched. Well, not yet. Oh, they feel the fake. They realised that the spike wasn't the first attempt. Maybe now is where you hear the Rolling Thunder. No, that was.
Oh my goodness. That is every single bit of util apart from a boom bot used on him.
Pack, a paint shell, whatever you need, just to delay the spike plant. And now the Rolling Thunder.
Oh my god, the util in this round is the most disgusting thing ever.
Why
Some
shoot
say
at them
overkill.
when you can throw everything
Yeah,
else at
welcome
them?
to Valorant.
If they could throw their shoes, they would.
If your opponents are forced into wearing sunglasses while staring at their monitor, then have you really won, Pavlos? Fnatic. They make it 7, finally putting an end to the spree of Geekay. But how long is that momentum going to last for here?
Well, so far it doesn't seem like they've had too much momentum, right? Even though they've always felt in control of the game.
Okay, going back to their C, it worked pretty well. Bosa's playing close. What's he going to do? Is he going to smoke, go into it? He smokes, he goes into it, but in the corner, so if they do decide to spam,
quite a beautiful
they can't spam. Boombot goes in.
Well, look at how close
drone. Did Bosa dodge it? Looks like Bosa dodged it.
Oh. Regardless though, Mystic still falls.
And Bosa, though, hasn't shown his corner, which is the most important part. Peekaboo, you're dead! Peekaboo, you're dead! Going for more peekaboos, because he loves this game, Bosa does. Geekay can't do a thing about that. They did not consider that Bosa could be there. They did not consider there would be a fourth player defending this site.
This is the first time he's played this corner,
and who would, to be fair?
Other than when he had Frenzy, but I think he was
at least keeping it close.
Here,
but this is the last round of the half. And Fnatic are determined to make this an extension of their lead.
Absolutely. And for Waylander, I think the objective here is just damage. Save a bit of confidence for the rest of your team. Try and keep Fnatic a little bit humble as you go into your second half. It's unlikely, sure, Pavlos, but gotta believe there's hope.
Well played shot with that. Does some damage on Alpha, yeah, softening him up. Taunt shown out. Showing that Waylander isn't really playing that aggressive thus far, but this is so scary for Waylander. They know exactly where he's coming from. They need to make a mistake for him to get anything out of this one.
Okay, nice half from Fnatic.
You lose
okay, Geekay have to get a pistol.
Fnatic just didn't lose that one.
To get a pistol.
Fnatic didn't lose any of
Chat,
those
the pauses in
rounds.
between half-time, no joke,
that's
pretty
about
long.
it. So that's pretty impressive.
I swear they're like 5 minutes.
Once again coming in from Fnatic. We've seen it last game. We're seeing it again. So, Kramer, do you believe in history repeating itself?
Yeah, Fnatic I think probably win this. My worry with Geekay is that their ability to get that man advantage sort of came off the back of the fact that Fnatic were playing quite close. They're being a little bit too aggro. As we saw from those last 2 rounds, they reeled it in a bit, and I don't think they're going to make that same mistake now going onto their attack.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Fnatic's attack, Pavlos, and we know how aggressive
Cypher ult should make the opponent team tag with a camera. Yeah, it's definitely the buff is definitely going to be something to do with the trips, I imagine, as in hopefully Prowler's not getting them. And then I think they're going to change the ult. The dev said it was exciting,
There's not many
so
that can
I
counter
imagine
that
it's an
strat.
ult change.
No.
And then they also said there was a fade nerf in terms of Prowler.
This is the
last
but
game.
the go kill strat has got its strengths.
Yeah, I
Right,
wish.
why don't you follow this one we play?
So slight fade nerf.
I don't know, man. I don't think I've got.
And then
I've got the
Cypher
power to
buff
do that,
is the
you know,
only
you have
thing
to
that's
be
been
someone
confirmed.
He ain't got the facility.
They didn't say anything about Chamber, which is worrying.
I was talking about myself. That's why I can't do that. But next time we play, I'll make sure I'll say Chroma go kill. You show him right, boy.
And then he doesn't kill. What happens? So
no,
if
Egypt's
that
on
strategy fails,
European
if the
time.
go kill strategy fails here, Kramer, what's like the second strategy? What's like plan B?
Go kill. Yeah.
Okay, what's plan C?
Mystic go kill.
3 trips, 3 cages,
when
2
you are running
cameras,
the go kill strats, it
and you
only
can use
works
pistols.
for as long as
Yeah,
you're
that sounds
setting
about
up
right.
that player. Like Durka, even though he does go kill, he's killing stunned opponents, he's killing flashed opponents, he's killing near-sighted opponents, he's killing opponents through smokes. It's never a straight angel, and if you're fighting a fair fight in Valorant, then your team isn't doing their job. That doesn't.
Yeah,
but
I
that's
think
where
I think for
overextending
sure that
becomes a
I
big
think
thing,
it,
and that's
for
what
sure
Fnatic
the
were having,
HP of the
is they
Prowlers
were
is
being
going
a
to
bit too
get
respectful for
nerfed
Geekay.
slightly because those
That
things are
last round
so
where you saw them
tanky.
dump everything sort of showed how they should have been playing.
Yeah, so if you throw everything in a kitchen sink at it, set up your go kill player. The go kill player executes the go kill strategy, and therefore
Ideas
the
you've
go kill
heard:
strategy
pick up
works
the
and everybody
pick
gets
up the
killed,
cages for
and you win the
retakes.
round. Like Geekay
Pick up the
don't actually have a
cages for
Dirk on their team, so they
retakes.
technically
Oh,
can't
that would
call
actually
it
be
their go
nice.
kill strategy. They can call it upon them, but like they cannot call it like
That would be really
against
nice.
Waylander go kill.
Yeah, so Pavlov's Waylander go kill strategy.
It doesn't have as high effectiveness as a go Durka kill.
Unfortunately not, but how can Geekay...
I messed that up.
What do you mean recharge?
How do you mess that up?
I don't know, man. It's been a long day.
Amateur.
That's been a long day.
How can Geekay set up their teammates to go kill?
As in like 40 seconds
So,
you get another
they're
one.
on the defense, right? Now that
Really?
look.
Like Viper
they're on the
smoke?
defense,
Nah,
so
you
it's
guys
not
are on
necessarily
crack.
of
That's
them
way
being
too strong.
able to just press the trigger and go kill. It's more about reacting to how Fnatic are playing. Now, getting the information will be a little bit difficult given the agents they have selected. It's more of a passive approach with a Killjoy. So yeah, the most crucial part of their defense is to be quickly reactive to what Fnatic are doing.
So I'm hearing is lock down sites, set up some lineups, kill them when they walk into your crosshair, play back.
His
Play
ult
the retake,
should tick 3
whether
times
or not
once every
Geekay is
20
gonna be
seconds.
executing the strategy, and whether Fnatic's going to be
Once every
go
20
kill, we're going to be
seconds?
finding
That's
out.
too strong
Carlos
as
and
well,
Kramer,
though.
do your thing.
That we will.
20
That we
seconds
will.
isn't long enough
Entering
to
the
go to
second
another
half
site
here.
in exec,
Fnatic
really.
on the attack. Geekay
I
on
think
the
that sounds
defense,
too
just
strong,
like we alluded
Keeper.
to just a moment ago. Let's have a look at how this one works out. Like we said, very
So I think
strong
you do
component
that,
of
he's
this round
crazy
is for
strong.
Geekay to read
But you
quickly
still need
how
a body
Fnatic
for
are
that,
playing
though, right?
things.
Absolutely, Geekay seem to be
Nations, what's
going
up?
for a fairly
Okay,
early peak
let's
through
tune
Garage.
into the
They got a
pistol.
bit of
Fnatic
info,
on
and now they see them
attack.
just diving back to
Geekay on
that C
defense.
site, completely foregoing any mid
He
control
still
here.
needs a
Fnatic
body.
not really in a
Okay,
position
then,
to exploit it.
then maybe
though.
that's not too
Instead,
bad.
they're being fairly tentative with how they push this.
Dagger use.
Where the hell is
recon
that? Okay,
use,
wins the duel over
which
towards
means
long.
there's no more way
Okay,
of
guys, hitting
Geekay
some
knowing
shots.
how this one is going to be played out, although they are winning out one of
Touch
the
the
kills. So
TP,
maybe
fakes
Ridgestone
TP,
Rico
so
kill
fake
has been
B
Stratus
with the
particular
plant,
one.
go over towards
everybody
A.
go kill.
Doesn't
That
look
could
like
be
it's
one.
going to work unless
Alfaya,
Alpha
though,
can get some
enabled.
kills. He gets one over towards here. As we can see, there's a weird
Realising he's got
timing in Garage right
reinforcements,
now.
but
This guy might be able
Alfaya
to kill
just
C
wants
and
to
go here.
switch around,
Can Leo
knowing
kill
that
this
his
guy in
teammate
C?
Leo is deep
What's the
within his
timing like? Looking
enemy's
pretty good. Looking great.
back line. There's a potential for them
This
to
is
take
doable.
down C,
Turns
and that's
2 on
exactly
4
what they
turns
do.
into a
Beautifully done
2v3
by
and they're
Leo.
going to get the
And
spike
C
down.
is the
Leo
way for
insta
Fnatic to
reposition.
win
I
this
like this a
round.
lot from him, but
Does he do it again? Goes up and through to
was a
Garage.
little unlucky. I thought the idea
for
was
the
great.
over-aggression there.
Alfaya,
a
no
1 versus
bullets
3
in
Pavlos.
his
Can
face,
he
so
do
classic.
it?
Goes down long. There
Can
is
he do it?
no smoker, so this is doable.
Oh, take around to Waylander. It's just too much to handle. Runs out of
That's
bullets. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. And that is Geekay with a pistol round, mind you.
It feels like Fnatic get a little bit too cocky. I think that's a trap they're falling into quite a bit now. We've seen them go for the early push, and we've seen them go for what was the kind of re-flank from Leo, and then from Alfaya, gets the first,
That was
sort
a
of
nice
sticks around for the second, doesn't quite back off, and Geekay, credit where credit's due, they punish it beautifully.
That they do. Very nicely
Harbour,
done.
nah.
Can they close up the gap?
Harbour will
That
get
is the big
buffed.
question. As soon
You might
as,
see one. You might see
Fnatic
one,
get those weapons in the bag
maybe
and
2
start having
teams
all the
play him
teeth
on
that
like
they want,
one map at
it's going to be a lot harder for Geekay to deal with
in
them.
Brazil,
So
but
this is their
I mean,
moment
that's
to close
about
up the gap as quickly as possible. I'm seeing some stingers teased here by Leo and Durka.
I mean, it won them the last map. You
Yeah,
might
they
as well
get a
give
stinger
it a
each.
chance here, right? Just a mere 4 rounds.
bring
for
back
DK
the
before
cages
they're
slow.
able to take the
Nah,
lead
I think
here.
cages slow is too strong.
And this is a scary one. Ooh, that actually spots out 2 people.
The thing is, I think Cypher's still really good. I don't think it needs much.
How does Geekay react
I
to it?
I
They
would be
know
fine
they've
just
got their
nerfing
place-
Chamber and
players
just making sure
well
Prowlers
placed.
and Dogs
I don't
can't
know
break
if
the
they wanna
trip.
have
Then I think
the
it's
2
fine.
players towards this A site quickly. The rotation may
Which is
may
why I'm worried
be
when
in
I
order for
think
them,
that
and
they're going to change a lot of
it might be
his,
costly if they end up losing the 1
that's why I'm
C
worried when
defender.
they say they're going to change some stuff.
But now
and it's
they've got a
exciting.
good read to move in. Fragment, how much will that delay? There's a slither of that
nice
corridor
hit.
that does allow them to cross without taking too much
Good
damage.
omen flash, let's go back
does
aside,
come
didn't
through.
want to
It doesn't
swing with
really
that.
affect anyone. Shalloway onto the back end of it. Went to Heroic, the better
let them
weapons
get
seem
a
to be
lot
getting
of
most
space
the kills
here.
But Mystic and Alpha make the pistols work. This is hotly contested. They know where Alpha is
let them
hiding,
get
but
so
Leo
much
uses the
space
opportunity to bait them out into the open. Fnatic
Yeah,
are
that
the
was
team
weird.
that are in
It was a
charge
weird
right
way
now,
to approach
and it's
this
Rocket
round.
that needs to save the day for Geekay.
The Vandal certainly
23.
weapon to do it without
Damn,
the plant.
Alpha, nice
23 HP, Althea! He
Did they let him
finds
get
the
so
head,
much space
Pavlos.
with the bad guns?
Fnatic! These stingers are wielded to absolute
George, what's up? How we doing?
perfection.
And
George,
Leo
where's my
is
leap?
definitely doing a
Where am
hell
I
of a
going?
job on his debut tournament here in
Absolutely.
Superdome. Doing so darn well in picking up the pieces when it's required, and this round is definitely an evident of that.
Leo with a stinger? Yeah, he's getting
when
like
Alpha
2
Leo
every
was in
time he has
trouble,
it.
that is when Leo came out from the
You'd never do
shadows,
that to me?
started
Oh,
shooting
mad
down, and his
respect.
game
Thanks so
awareness
much.
allowed him to get them through the smoke as well.
So let's see the reaction to this final kill here.
Nice.
Nices go out. That's about as hyped as we've heard Fnatic get. This tournament, they've been really calm.
Only if I
Geekay
follow you back. Wait,
stepping
if I
up
follow
once
you
again
back, then
for
you will
this,
do it, or what's going on?
Aggression in mid, but Fnatic
taking back your word that you
instantly
just gave me?
riposted.
Durka, nice little opening. Durka just doing what he knows how to do best.
What strat is it going to
Put men to their graves.
Which strat was that
I
again?
see what's going on now.
Durka go kill.
Doku go kill, that was the one.
That was it. Out of all the go kill traps,
Miss Jet in pro
Durka
games, yeah, it's nice to watch.
maybe
To
the
be honest.
strongest. Rocket's just running
The
away.
Jet
to
nerf was
hide,
great.
To shy away. Cower. They walked past.
Trying to reverse, yeah. Strong strats.
Oh no! Durka just missed out an opportunity to spot him. No, Durka, he's not there. Alfaya found him, and he only needs a classic to take his opponent down. Double digits and double the amount of rounds that Geekay has.
Fnatic now get to play bonus as well against Geekay.
What is this, Bacon?
Having already been
What is
ecoed,
this,
that
Reddit?
means that the bonus is round 4, not round 3. But rifles come out now, and a chance for potentially Geekay to restore a bit of tempo, restore a bit of momentum to go their way. But even if it does come down to a bonus, Pavlos, you need to remember that for Fnatic, they've still got Vandals in and
I got
amongst
clipped.
this bonus buy.
Come on, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? I thought we were all friends here. People are leaking stuff. I thought everything that was said here is in private.
As well, significantly going in favour of Fnatic.
Oh boy.
Nightfall available, as is the Tour de Force. Althea brings it out on Geekay. They do have the
Ooh.
laces on for Rockets, demonstrating its use beautifully on Boaster. Here's one I made earlier. Shalaby, ready with the lockdown, potentially for a retake here. As Fnatic wanted to go for a fairly heavy commitment to see off the back of the Tour de Force, but Geekay have really slowed the pace from them.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case. And it's good to see for Geekay. They really need this one.
Oh my god.
They want to be contesting this
God,
game.
George, that was so brutal to read.
I'd argue
Poor
Falcons
Bacon.
did a way better job on keeping up with Fnatic.
Absolutely.
Everyone in the
Finding
stream
this
is an
quite
absolute
difficult
savage.
to keep up, really.
That really is now. Fnatic slowly shifting, encroaching onto this ace site. And Geekay have sort of given it to them. They're setting up for the retake here. And I don't know if that's the right call, frankly, Pavlos.
I don't mind that, but obviously the tools that Geekay have in retaking it, like the lockdown,
I can't even
can
remember
simply be
those
counteracted
years.
by an aftershock of Mystic. And they know that Shalaby's ultimate is available, so they will be
That's
holding on
actually
to that
a huge
aftershock.
kill.
Absolutely right. Althea levels it down to the 4v4.
They wanted to go
Nightfall
so
available
many
for
heaven
Leo
because
here
they couldn't
to
smoke it, but
counteract
then
this push. This is perfect from Fnatic here. Already, they're after plant position.
Nightfall coming through. Aftershock will be counteracting the lockdown as expected.
we had an
Flash
apron.
drive onto the point. That is a first kill going in favor of Geekay. Rocket following up. Durka is out. Mystic still on site though, and he's doing a hell lot of damage, a hell lot of hurt brought to the camp of Geekay.
Smoke.
We're down to a duel though, and Chaos needs to be
Touch
careful.
duel.
Up against Leo. Spike
Leo's
touch.
too good
Leo
at
just
kill,
draws
man.
back.
Oh, okay, this guy's
Kay
sick,
up
though.
through the box.
That was
Gets it
really
done,
nice.
And I believe has got plenty of time.
How does
to
Leo?
get that
There's something I've
spike
noticed between
defused.
Leo and Nats.
Absolutely
It's
perfect.
it's a
Good,
thing on
I
these,
think
and
about second
these,
or two
especially
remaining
these two.
there.
I've noticed.
And for Geekay,
They
that's
always have their
6.
util.
Fnatic, no bonus for you, but for Fnatic, a buy for you now.
They
That's
always
it.
have their
The
util.
hype from
When you watch
Geekay based on
Nats
the
in a
victory,
situation,
because you've got to try and keep your confidence, Pavlos.
and that's what always have like a
Yeah,
either his
absolutely.
smoke or he'll have a Viper molly. in
Just wondering why
when
Durka
Leo,
was
he always
playing,
has a
up
shock
on
darts when he
that,
needs them.
up
He
on that
always
box,
has prowlers,
right
everything.
right outside sewers, right?
They never waste them.
It is fairly risky, and it's not really an opportunity where you can just like drop away.
Yeah,
it
they're
feels
good
like
with
it's
util.
a one kill and die situation. And having Durka
All he
in
has
such
to
a
get an
position,
insta dies.
would you-
Yeah, I
would
still
you have
got it.
hoped him
Chat, I
play
still
more
got it.
passive
Don't
and
worry about
kind of
that.
come alive on the latter stages of that retake?
I feel so sorry for
When
this
you're
guy jump
in a-
spotting.
when
He's
you're
going to
in
get
a,
punished at one point.
When you're on your attack, if you're a man down, you're in trouble. If you're in an after plant and it's level 4v4, you're ahead. You're ahead, and I think that Durka sort of compromised that by being a little bit too aggressive there.
I see.
I'd much rather have seen him back off.
Boaster on off.
Fair
Geekay,
enough.
Operator comes out on Rocket, ready to duel Boaster, surprisingly, with the Operator. He'll hand it back to Althea as the
Well,
rest of
that's something.
Fnatic continue this default to try and counteract the aggression of the KO now. Pushing through the window.
Good luck and Sentinels. Yeah, thanks.
It's crazy how that operator shot was to actually getting some damage inflicted there.
Rolling Thunder prep for this A-site execution. Looks like it won't be used, though, potentially to allow
Yeah.
Durka to push into defender's spawn and/or the retake now. This is very
Does
interesting.
seem that it will be the retake, because it don't seem to be pushing any further, and it's Althea to hit the first shot onto Rocket. No one infiltrating the backline of Fnatic, therefore every single
boy.
one of these players have the choice to
Omen
focus
flash trade-off.
towards A main and Heaven. Shalaby will be the first to walk in, trying to gap out
Look at that,
any
nice
sort of
trade-off.
information with the operator.
Ooh.
Alarm bot goes a bit berserk there. Doesn't quite catch the right player, but still, Alpha, moving out of the
Mystic gets a
shadows.
lot
It
of
still seems to
important
be
kills.
Fnatic's fight to win. Chaos ends up falling quickly, and Fnatic are on 11 rounds. 2 away from closing out the match and the day as well.
We
Three-man
said that
coaching
they could
squad.
utilize that Rolling Thunder.
It'll be more
and
common.
that would be the retake
As
sorted,
the years go on,
as
the
demonstrated.
coaching,
Three players
the
hit
coaching
by it,
team
three
will
players
go,
fall, all
will
for the
go up
cost
and up and
of
up. 3,
one.
4.
Really, really strong round from Fnatic.
4 for me is perfect, but
I love how we get to see the replay from everyone's
see.
perspectives over, on many of these instances. That is something I'm not quite used to be fair.
Yeah.
And even from players that aren't the ones doing the heavy lifting when in regards to shooting, like the players doing come sort of having some assists in there by uses of utility or sort of supporting and being the second entry, which is quite a pleasant surprise.
Absolutely. Oh, the close angled DK. Only pistols to work with, but we've seen how the Mena pistol round is one to truly
I was
fear.
Wayland is still alive.
Yeah, the
gonna
showstopper
say.
is enabled here, even though they're up against the pistols. They're not taking any chances. Up into the
Yeah,
air,
that's
rocket, you
nice.
may go, but there's a rocket with your name on it. That's exactly the way you die. What a way to die if your name's Rocket.
In the backline, Wintry Rook shut down Althea, and so that's the operator saved now for Geekay, unless it overextends a little bit here in the retake, which it may do.
Would have
very
4
well if
different
it
roles
doesn't
between the coaches? Nah,
assume
I'm
Durka
going to save
in
that.
this deep position.
I'm
I mean,
going
the
to
kill
save
here
why I
would
want
make
4
this
coaches.
position for Geekay doable, but both of the remaining players do fall fairly quickly. They're tucked to bed, told a bedtime story.
They all do stuff.
And they better stay awake because the game isn't over just yet. Fnatic may hope it is. And they might as well expect to be finishing this one quickly. But we saw Falcons have a little bit more
Mini?
juice
BM
in
timeout?
them that last match. So maybe Geekay can do the
He
same.
might.
They're going to have to try their
He
absolute
might.
best to do so, because if this fails, if
Nah,
Geekay find
see, I'd
themselves
said 12-5
now
to
just
him,
going a
but
man down or faltering,
technically it was never
misusing
12.
the ults,
It was
Fnatic will
always-
punish it instantly.
every time it was
Remember,
12-6.
Fnatic are in no hurry to close out
So,
maps, as we saw in the
but
game
this one
against
feels
Falcons. They had to
more
wait
in
there on
control than the
Stiggins
other
to
game.
finish it.
I say
Chaos,
is
clean opening
the
onto
first
Boaster.
kill goes down.
Yeah, that TP for Boaster that ends up to the left-hand side of C-Long. Poor judgment, given there was no player to assist.
God damn, what's going on?
Rocket fell asleep at the helm.
You missed Champs? Yeah, I missed Champs,
And
dude. Champs was so
He
fun.
got punished. Durka was just quicker. Isn't that crazy, considering Rocket just had his crosshair on him? He just had to press mouse 1, but he didn't react quick enough. Wow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Insane. They do know Chaos is close. They will be dealing with
That's crazy.
Durka
That's
takes
so
charge of it.
crazy.
Geekay are in trouble. Down in numbers and without side control. Hunter Shuri
Space
looking to
made,
deny the plan.
kill
This works.
found.
Durka
Wait,
is
nice ult.
killed.
Oi, nice ult. That was
Oh,
good.
and he gets a
That
second
was
kill
really
as
good.
well. Now that is a valuable Hunter Shuri. Shalaby's looking to pick up the pieces, but Leo isn't going to give up, is he? Leo has clutched this up for his team before. He's going to try and do it again. Shocked at his feet, but misses the mark. 10 seconds.
Go Waylander expecting this. Nice from him.
There's no where Wintry Rook is. Spike going down. But Wintry Rook
good
shoots
round
through
from
the
him.
box. Okay, it wasn't quite a wallbang. He was right at the edge. So therefore, he was spotted. And there you go. Geekay on 7, not letting go of this game just yet.
This is turning into a bit of a spectacle here. Really strong round from Geekay, but here's my worry. That was sort of clutched by Waylander here. Beautiful Hunter
You're a
Fury.
Guild fan?
How consistent can they make that, Pavlos? How consistently can we see Geekay fall back onto an ult, kill 2 players, and then they just roll with it from there on out?
That's a 5.
Rebuy comes through. They've still got their Nightfall, still got this from the shadows. Over on Geekay, they do have this null command.
We were pretty good on all the maps.
Own here. Rockets. Wow, gets away, but he takes on with him.
Okay, it's 6 chances. It's going to go down to 3.
It seems like you're heading a bit overzealous here and are getting punished for it. Geekay are actually winning out these gun duels, these gunfights. And Leo, for a second time running,
going to go down to 4.
is the last player of Fnatic standing. Can he do any more damage? I guess that's what he's looking for.
Let's write out. Let's start doing this properly. So 6 chances down to 4.
And there you have it. Geekay on 8. This is looking a lot more similar to the score that we saw Falcons had.
They're going to have to eco for this one.
And for Fnatic now, do they treat this team the same way?
This is a legit repeat of the first Haven we saw.
They fall back into that same default and they wait to see how Geekay push, because Geekay eventually have to push. Haven isn't a map you can just play sites on.
Doing a tiny bit of trolling. This round was done. He went for a play. The round was pretty much done. It was fine.
And these best of ones, right? Geekay and Falcons are the 2 top teams of MENA.
It's heavy shot down. 3-man garage.
Doesn't seem Fnatic
in going B. They have worse guns going B. Makes sense. Smoke's going to come in. They have a good chance to win this. They have a really good chance of winning this round.
It might be just the way to close out the match, just like they did that time before against
What
Falcons.
do we do? 5-man. 5-man in this little section on site. We take... Oh my
this is going to be
God,
so damn difficult. Nightfall comes out as well to try and garner a bit of extra
Throwing the ult out.
Like
They're really feeling it. They've locked them out. They take over towards A main. They're playing everyone on site. 1 person, sorry, 4-1.
Eliminations means there's probably 3 on the other end, which is where they put most of their power. But now they've ignored the site. They've gone to push, but Waylander is running his jewels. Fnatic don't have any players left, which means it's all down to Alfire to catch up with the Headhunter. This is too difficult. Wintry Rook, is he going to be brought back to life?
Waylander
is low. Yeah, Wintry Rook is back. That's a shot.
So that's
Can't use that Headhunter.
Oh my goodness.
Has to use a Colossus. Oh no! We're in anticipation of what's going to happen, but surely this is an Alfire victory. Does find one kill onto Shalaby, but it's Wintry Rook's round, and Geekay will be on a 9th to close up this gap and stay alive in this match.
Absolutely perfect by Wintry
Damn,
Rook.
the timing that was
the
crazy.
Was popped there as well, just to buy that extra space, and then the dagger as well, constantly harassing Alfea. Perfect stuff from Geekay now. You look over.
Just a bit of suspension for us all.
The money's there, sure. But what do they do without momentum? Because Stingers and Spectres seem to be doing a little bit better for them than the Vandals have been, Pavlos.
We love it. We love a bit of suspense. It's good.
Did someone say, I'm jumping, I'm jumping?
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because they kind of want to.
Leo didn't get 2 Stingers, so I must be wrong yet.
Kind of a microplay of having different sort of corners and different trajectories.
What does that even mean?
Would have to hit
okay, 6
kills.
Chat.
Yep.
This is no joke. This is
you look at the
a straight up repeat.
One to the Tour de Force, Durka, one from his Showstopper.
From 6 to 3, the mini has to get involved.
From the shadows and that lockdown. I feel like for Shalaby, that lockdown, and in fact, Shalaby's killjoy in general has been fairly quiet this map, considering yesterday he was really quite heavy with those hits. Now it's a bit quieter, but on the flip side, Rocket has really showed up. So really good stuff from Geekay to actually bring it to 9 now. Question now, Pavlos, is can they take it further?
Yeah, I'd beg to differ that the question is
23 to 14 for Alpha. 23 to 13, sorry. Yeah, you're doing good.
Because the capability is there.
Can Ascend beat Fnatic? I mean,
it's
yeah.
just the anticipation and what is about to happen.
Yeah.
I
Fnatic
don't think it's going to
line
happen.
up their forces outside of
Ooh,
the
it's a
A
nice A
site.
shutdown.
Will they commit to the push, or is this just a play?
Let's
try and
see.
figure
Okay,
out
smoke.
and play
No
with
vision.
Geekay's feelings.
Are we doing? Yeah, we're doing. One goes over. One comes back.
Util.
Boombot's going to clear this.
Readily.
Prowler
Place
goes
to try
out.
and
There's
garner
at
the
least 2
control on
people
A,
that they
but
know here
Geekay,
now.
they want to fight
Jet
for it this
is
time. Oh, Rocket's going to have trouble trying to get away, Pavlos.
Oh
They're
boy,
all
that's
going
gonna
to
hit
get hit by the
everyone.
Rolling Thunder.
3 players get hit by that Rolling Thunder. Rocket is able
Rocket
to
did
find one
great.
nonetheless. Mystic trades it back. Rook is able to recover. He's no longer
Nice
concussed, no
smoke.
longer stunned. The 2 players at the back of the site can shoot as well as they could when they were alive and well without broken feet. Rook has got 3 kills.
I think this is doable for Boaster. He did a really good
He's
TP
got him
here.
2 kills himself so far, and he wants to make it a quadra to clutch up this round for Fnatic.
Plant doesn't go, of course. He's going to turn his back. He's going to try and extrapolate another 1 versus 1 before he then goes into the rest of this clutch, before he then commits to a site. He knows about Chaos' flank. He just doesn't know where exactly Chaos is holding.
And Chaos' position is so unforgiving, right? It's not one that you'd usually put your crosshair on.
If he gets orb,
Boaster won't be
he
facing that just
plants.
now. He's getting
He wanted to
an orb,
kill.
so in the
You see what he was
case
doing
that
there? I
gets
think he
a
wanted to
in
kill,
the
because I
case
think he
that
wanted
gets
to
the
kill,
plant,
then he was
he
going to
can
get orb, then
reposition
he was going to
using from the
plant. He
shadows.
does have his ult, but you're not going to...
Does he risk
Well,
that
you
use,
could
though?
ult time
Lockdown
this,
comes
I
out,
guess.
and he's
You
just
could play
forced out
under
of the shadows.
heaven
He's
and
gonna run
ult
straight
time
to
this.
Chaos, Pavlos.
He is. Oh,
Oh,
he
he
doesn't
can
have
knife out.
Chaos, and that is the end of that round. Geekay win it. Double digits for Geekay. Now this
I thought that would have
is
worked,
yet
but
another
maybe as
close
soon as he
game.
starts to ult,
I
they're
like
going
one of
to
the
send
best
it in.
teams in
So.
MENA
But
and
I
one of
think,
the best
chat,
teams
I'm
in the
probably
world.
trying it. I'm not
I
gonna
really
lie.
like the use of the lockdown as well. It kind of guarantees the rounds here. Once again, Fnatic land all their utility and don't follow
This
it
was
up.
good.
3
Rocket did
players
incredibly
hit by
well
that
to get a
Rolling
kill
Thunder.
here, chat.
Somehow
Like,
Rocket with
incredibly
a
well.
Blade Storm
Obviously,
is able
Wintry
to
Rook as well did
absolutely
insane, but-
annihilate that Persian. Even when he doesn't shut it down completely, he buys enough time for his teammates
Okay,
to remove
six
that concussion.
chances down to 2.
Boaster almost
Low money
returned
now.
order to the round.
Alpha
but
has his ult
unable
out.
to do so, leaves us.
If Waylander
only
gets a
2
kill, he
rounds
gets
in
his
it
ult.
between Fnatic
Dirk
and
has his ult.
Geekay.
Okay, this is still going to be a
Alpha's gonna bring out
rough
the tour de
round.
force up
It's
against
pretty
the
good, to be
operator
honest.
of
It's only really a
Rockets.
Spectre in terms
Wintry
of
Rook
gun
and Waylander
situation,
both
so it's
one
not too
away
bad.
from
They've
their
lost so many in a row, they get
ultimates with
2
all
nines.
the
They're going to have a pretty
damage
good
that
buy
both
after
these
this
ults
as
did
well.
last time they were
That's
utilized.
one way. That's one way get him into
Well,
the
this position
situation.
get
So
pushed
2
by
people
Chaos.
holding here, they get him into the situation. The first time we haven't seen
Definitely a chance
a, like
for
a
Fayette to get a pick
lockdown,
here,
a
but it seems
garage.
that they are
They go straight
looking
in.
for garage control. Dirk, oh
Oh,
dear.
dude, I thought on the
Disabled
minimap.
by the dagger, therefore the showstop can
Oh,
no
this is-
longer do
this
a
is weird
thing.
now.
Fayette knows where Chaos is. Can he deliver the coup de grace?
Wow, good. Wow, okay. Shalaby gets 3 in garage. I think he did jump down into the smoke at one point.
On their way to
Chaos
get an 11,
absolutely owned
on
it as
their
well,
way
used his
to
ult to
put
get
Fnatic
out. This is a nice round from them.
into recession.
I
on
would
their
really want to
way
see a
to make
replay
this
of
an
how he did
overtime
this. I think
game.
he was dropped down the whole
This
time.
is nuts.
Because I saw it on the minimap that
This
he
could-
dropped here.
I think this is overtime, Pavlos.
But
There's no
I
money
might
left
be
on
wrong.
Fnatic. They've got nothing to work with.
They
Geekay.
got nothing left.
Now,
Yeah, they used a lot of
if Wintry Rook
ults.
gets his final kill, out comes the no command. They've already got that Hunter's Fury. Boaster just going for damage now. Althea good for the first.
Good round.
Shalaby on for the ace, Pavlos.
Give him the ace, boys. Give him the ace. Is that what they're shouting? I think the victory in general for them this match is more important than the ace. But man, would that
This is
be
getting
what
close.
a consolation prize? Well, not even a consolation
This team
prize.
have
It would be
had
just
a chance to
bonus.
win.
Big bonus. There's
Damn,
Rafa,
nice
here
round
is,
from
and that
him.
is the ace by Shalaby.
Really nice round from him.
Arms in the air like you just
Nah,
don't
best of one.
care. Geekay on 11. And
These guys had a good
Fnatic
chance to beat Ascend as well.
are up against a team that could be taking them to an overtime
This is a
score.
good result.
The
for
second we
them,
say
no
Shalaby's
matter what
having a
happens.
quiet map compared to how he was
Yeah, I
playing
thought he
yesterday.
moved down.
He comes and does
Damn,
this.
that's kind of unreal. Nice timing. Nicely played. That's bold. That is
This
bold.
the comms there.
To go for that, that was really bold.
Smooth. What a
Okay,
confidence-
6 chances down
what a
to 1
confidence
chance.
builder.
What a well-cut audio tape there.
Waylander has his ult now.
This next round. The bite's pretty
if-
good. The operators want to get on Rocket.
Okay, this is
With
going to be an
that
ult as well, so
Hunter's
they get the
Fury
orb.
Fnatic.
They get the orb
scraping
as
the
well,
bottom
and
of
now
the
they
barrel
have
in
now they have
terms
2
of
ults.
buy here. I'll
If
talk about
Shalaby gets
abilities,
another
but we're
kill,
not
he
gonna
gets
see
his
any
ult
this
as well.
round.
So
All of their ults
nothing's
close
going to be
to
happening in terms of
zero
ults for Fnatic. This is a hard one. They
steps
block
to
off vision
acquire
over
them.
towards A,
This
and
has
then
to
they
be won
insta-group
with
hit C.
pure,
Okay, this is a nice round though.
unadulterated
Look at the minimap, right?
gunfire
3 people
and
here because of the
prowess with
information
these
denial
weapons,
over
Pavlos,
towards A.
with
Only
Chaos
one person here.
being the man who has to
Chaos
defend
has to
this.
get
They've
at
made the
least
best
one.
decision of the
He might
site of
TP out,
attack, right?
to be
This is
honest
the
with
only
him.
site with one
Oh
defender.
my.
Chaos, so gets one
Oh,
before he
okay,
falls. Shalaby is there
dudes.
for reinforcements
And
already.
good flash.
Paranoia to delay. Geekay are playing this perfectly. Mystic finally finds a kill for Fnatic.
He has
but
his
they need
ult now
way
because
more
of that
than
kill as well.
And it doesn't seem like they'll be getting it. Their attempt
going
to push
overtime.
through Garage has been completely stopped. Boaster connects one shot to keep the Geekay at 3 players strong. Falls back to not get concussed by the lockdown. But the rotation comes in, and how Geekay perform is that they split the 3 across the map.
Now, if Boaster can shut down Waylander, this becomes kind of
Waylander
doable.
hears him.
But this push is going to be heard. Look at the exodus
And
made from
he's
Geekay
not going to
here.
expect the guy
Pavlos, we're going to overtime.
Waylander's getting this
Yeah,
kill.
the thing is that
It's
both
actually
have
going
no clue that
overtime.
there's an
Okay,
opponent right in
nice
front
from
of
them.
Waylander, here's a spike.
6 chances
and
for
kills
Fnatic
off
to close it
Boaster.
out, and they're all gone.
It's overtime.
Look at the hugs on camera as well. Overtime is to be acquired. What a game, Pavlos. What a game.
Who would have thought both teams would have been sent to overtime? Both are sent, and Fnatic sent to overtime.
I'm going to highlight Pavlos.
Yeah, they
At the
timed
start
out
of the
in
day,
9-3.
I did say, if any team were to lose to a MENA team first, it would most likely be Fnatic.
We did say that, didn't we?
And, well, for Geekay, especially for... you need to look at the kills. It sort of highlights it beautifully. On Geekay, there's 4 kills separating their bottom and top fragger. Every single one.
It was a nice round as well. The Omen did fantastic on his own. Omen did great. It was back-to-back 2 really good rounds from Shalaby as well.
Aggression from Geekay, looking for this mid control. Rockets to lead
This
the
is
charge.
fast as well. There's nothing to...
get
Okay,
the
they
spike down.
touch it
Remember,
and they go
it was
back
the
garage.
attack
This
from
is
both these
interesting.
teams
Tap,
that
they
failed.
think they're over here, but the trip didn't
Maybe a
go
massive
fully, so they know they
freeze their
haven't full
attack first. Swing
committed.
from
That's a
Boaster.
massive kill though.
Rockets
Omen Flash
instantly there to
just
punish
went
it.
behind and didn't get any. They might have to mid-round this
bring
and not go
themselves
in.
to equal level with Fnatic, but can they take it even further and get the win up against
Yeah,
them?
I
They
think
need
you
to
got
put
to
themselves
mid-round
on
this
match
and
point.
go
But there's
somewhere
also the
else.
question of whether Fnatic is going to let them.
Okay, goes into a
They
4 and
stop their
4 now.
push
Gets some
towards
proper
C.
mid-rounding.
Geekay
Let's
have to
see.
reconsider
Straight
their
up B
options. It
again.
seems like they're pivoting towards B, and there's 2 players already
Leo
transitioned there for
might own
Fnatic.
this.
Mystic falls, and Leo has to do it by himself. Ends up falling himself.
so many
Still an
important
equal
kills, it's
trade, but
crazy.
it's Geekay to come out on top as they've
Where
got
do we
3
go?
players
If
standing
KO
against the 2
decides to
Fnatic.
push this, he's going to
This
win
is
the
really where
round.
things get
Obviously, he
interesting.
doesn't know it. It
Pavlos
probably is
now,
a bit too
a
troll.
man down.
They have
Fnatic.
no idea about this.
Do
So
they
Dirk is going to
back
get a
onto
kill in the
this site?
back.
Althea forced out of position. Dirky gets the first though.
This would be the moment where
Oh
Boaster
my
shouts
god,
out
the
Dirk
timing
go
on
kill.
this
He's
is
already got
crazy.
one. He's got 2
Nice
more to
from
it.
them,
Alpha
okay.
Yawns. This is
1v2
Dirk's chance to
Dirker.
redeem themselves, but he's got
No
2
he's
very
here after that
different
hit,
positions
no
he needs to
util.
account for. This
No
is tough.
swing with each
That's
other
the
though.
first. Can he turn his attention in time?
Nice.
Cherry Rook puts Dirk
Hey, they have a chance to win this.
And we're looking at a Geekay on match points.
They're
This
doing
isn't even
good.
ranked. This
Literally,
isn't even rank 1 meta.
This guy's
This is
having. This
rank
guy
2.
is
Rank 2.
stepping up.
Middle East North Africa is currently beating Fnatic in overtime in our group stage. Fnatic, what do you do here? You now need to move to your defense, the one thing, or your attack even, the one thing that was failing them.
The caster is loving this. I'm enjoying it. Okay,
Mad. Coming into this one, we thought there
Fnatic.
would be
One
something
chance
like
for
this happening
one
today.
chance for.
If it was going to be
Geekay.
any day of this happening in Superdome at BME, it would have been today, and we may have not been so far off.
Geekay already aggressive here with the Omen. The staring contest Pavlos.
That's a big.
That's the first kill
That's a
for
big
Alpha, yeah?
opener. And they took that garage
Already
control.
putting his team on top.
And
Dirk in
this
front
guy
of
got
Garage.
dinged.
Wintry Rook is hurt. Dwindles the confidence. Do they know there's another defender of the C
Nice
site? Usually Shalaby does
timing.
hold positions
Oh,
like
boy.
these, so they
Well,
will be wary of it.
if
One
Shalaby can get one
Prowler.
somehow, I
that
feel
means
so
with the
sorry for
concussion
him.
of the paint
Nice
shells,
util.
this will
He
be
got
a dead
one.
man, but
That's
still
impressive.
gets a kill.
I was going to say, I
How
thought there's no
important
chance
is
for him to
that?
get it. Okay, this
It
guy
still
backstabs to kill
means
2.
that Geekay is down to 2 players. Wintry Rook hasn't
okay.
been shown.
Another
Okay,
overtime.
now he's eliminated. This should be Fnatic's round. We should be seeing another overtime score, considering Rocket also only has an operator at hand.
This is close. This is a good attempt from them. They're still in it.
We can't be biased, but I really want Geekay to win this. It would just be heartbreaking for them to come back all the way to overtime, go to double overtime, and then lose it. That would be soul crushing.
I was running through my head throughout this series, right, and throughout today is that, okay, why would Fnatic and Ascend choose to play this tournament, right? And, one of the reasons that I thought was it's probably good confidence booster as they start to form their new rosters, right? Getting some wins
there's live audience eventually, so I'm not sure what round it comes in. I think
playoffs. High caliber as they are, would definitely maybe boost their morale. But when they play up against teams like this, and they're getting a massive run for the money, and maybe even lose the match because of it, now that may have the opposite effect.
You're absolutely right. Look at this myriad of utility deployed to this A site, Pavlos. It's a slaughter.
Nice util. Nice util from them. This is good.
This is mad.
Sega, thank you so much. Sega 13, 013. Appreciate using your Prime with me. Welcome. 4 months in the Slug Club. Thank you for that. Thanks for the support.
Tucker in the site. That's one. Is it good enough?
I mean,
Bosa with
Bosa's wild with the TPs today. Okay, they get another chance.
Maybe bow down to the new Kings because Geekay again with an opportunity to get a win against Fnatic.
You're absolutely right. Now this is a heartbreaking position for Fnatic. You hear the shouts going from GK. They know how winnable this is. It's a shame we don't hear the reaction though. As for now, UK 14
let's
to
see if they
13
can close this out.
This
they
meta
get
team
over to off battle.
looking to now defend against the.
They can just leave the Jet here now though. Okay, I goes out. I's gonna reveal the Jet. Jet has to fall off, but they still have this control. So they got Jet here. I'm gonna circle this guy and see how long he stays there. I think he can just rotate off.
Geekay gonna overextend anywhere, but
yeah,
Geekay,
I think the comms came in there and told him to.
Geekay, I'm
not yet.
Bloody good Valorant right now.
I'll still circle him.
Fnatic is just having to match it.
They are They are not going to expect the KO here, and they're going to come back to A. They're not going to expect the KO here. They're going to go really fast. The KO is good for a few here. They 4-man go long. Okay. Keep an eye on the KO.
An opportunity to level things up again and go for another time of overtime. They're very well known for being resilient
has a knife
in long
for
games
sight.
like these. Many records have been broken with Fnatic involved in overtimes. Mystic drawing back.
Waylander's crazy.
Waylander the drop.
It's a nice
Waylander the aggression and the confidence to do something like that.
I mean, it's a 3-on-3. Keep an eye on the extra flank.
Because Geekay are behind. Shalaby
Sorry,
coming
2-on-3.
forwards, Chaos waiting for that to happen. Waiting for assistance. They need 2 lines of attack to be influential in this map. To try and close this one out in their favor. Can they peek out Leo simultaneously? Smoke towards long. Boaster on Hell. Shalaby picks off Leo. Boaster, this is up to him. This really is up to him. He's hiding within the smoke. It's no longer concealing him. He's out into the open. Gets both kills. And Fnatic are still in the fight.
We go again.
To triple
it is close.
Overtime.
We do go again.
Triple overtime. And for Geekay, the pressure's got to be surmounting. The pressure has got to be.
Leo had some nice util there.
They are doing absolutely incredibly right now to just keep level with Fnatic. But this is going to be
Alpha's
looks
a match of Alpha's looked more convincing in this game than the first game on Chamber for sure.
Is he on it? Fnatic seem to be calm, even though they've been under pressure. They seem to be still composed.
You weren't expecting the 12 AM banger? Yeah, I wasn't expecting this.
If Geekay can get themselves into match point again and try and close this out, that's on attack is where they found most of their success.
Straight up. Okay, so they take A control. They have one person here again.
Look how passive, once again.
They have one person here.
This
is just a new thing where we just have 2 people even though we have control because you know that everyone's going to take back A
don't want
control.
to risk overextending. They don't want to risk putting themselves in their own position and being punished for it.
You have to see a drone come out.
I would love to see Fnatic
drone gets shot.
Move to their attack for what will either be the next.
How is Leo going to play this? Yeah, you're just not going to expect it.
Leo baiting them in for Leo. Flash drive coming through. The spray down. Is it good enough? No.
Oh, what a flash!
Oh my god. Then they push Garage and kill this guy. That's a massive kill on Mystic.
Oh my god.
This is weird though. He's still holding the line. Yeah, we need to see the smoke here so this KO can get out.
Doing his thing.
4v2. Boaster has to go huge. He's going to get into this position, so he's probably.
Rotation now.
Oh, okay. He's going all the way down.
He is the make or break for Fnatic here.
Oh, he's done great. He's made it doable.
Because it's just
2v4 into a 1v2.
Very feasible standpoint for Alpha, yeah.
30 seconds left.
Oh my god.
Damn,
Pavlos.
Rocket did really good this round as
Rook
well.
and Chaos.
Okay.
Everything to play
Alpha
for
with an
here.
op. They play off.
Against
Oh, they're
one
playing
of the
offsite against an
best
op, though,
operator
so
players in the world. And they're playing
it's a plant.
the
We
range
might see a
game
one-way when the
against him.
smoke comes back up.
Against that
They have
operator.
flash, nade,
Glass
and flash. They have a
cannon.
lot of util.
The important
don't
thing
have to
is that
peek
they're
too
playing
early with
two
this.
sides of long, right?
They can
so
omen
can't
flash
really
to do it
reposition
safely.
the crosshair the
They
right
can
place
check it. Then we should see a nade.
in both places at the same time. Can he do it? Touching the spike. Start cover. Oh
Okay.
dear.
No
Well,
need for the util.
There you go. Three
That's okay.
times in a
Okay,
row.
chat, they have another
It's
chance.
Geekay on match point.
Switching sides.
I want to see Geekay now turn it on its head. I want to see hyper aggression now. Fnatic on the precipice of losing. On the knife's edge. Before a fall. And there's not much to hold on to here. No guide rope, no safety rail. They're in at the deep end, and Geekay are
That's why I
looking to
love
show
Haven.
them
Yeah,
that right now.
I'm a
Right,
Haven
we're on our
fan for
ground.
sure.
This is our soil.
Whoa! What was that? What's going on? chat, what on earth just happened?
Well, actually, Geekay have taken your advice, man. They've gone full in.
Oh, this
They've
is
gone all in.
crazy.
And
Okay,
Shalaby might be
everyone
saving
decides
the
to go
day.
aggro
Fnatic
mid.
were winning most of the
Everyone,
trades,
they
but
both
now
teams decide to go
Fnatic
aggro mid,
all
just
over
straight
again.
back into a
The read is
2-on-2.
good
So
from
it's the
Waylander. The
closest
A-side is
that
where Fnatic are heading towards,
Geekay
and
have
he
had
can
to
definitely
close
hear
in
all
when
the
this out.
commotion.
One-way smoke.
Into the site they go.
That's it.
Smoke covered, making sure no one will push through main.
Waylander still has his drone.
Shocked up,
Spike planted.
damaging up Boaster. At least just a little bit. No more
Ah,
drone.
he did
Boaster
his
takes care
drone
of it.
close and then
This is a
insta
close
got
one.
tagged.
This is real close. Geekay want this so bad.
Recon just came up.
Still waiting.
Waylander
And he's
1v2.
waited enough. They know Waylander was spotted out heaven last. Drop will be audible. They can all drop in on him.
Okay, we
Alpha
go
gets
again.
a drop on Waylander as well.
This is crazy.
15 to 15.
No one can win their
This
defense
game
round.
just doesn't stop giving.
We're going to, what is this, our quadruple overtime now, Pavlos?
This was
it's
mad.
apt.
The
And
first
it's our
round
final
where
map
they
of the
decided
day,
to go
yes, it
aggro,
is.
everyone
It's
went
just
aggro middle.
apt.
Because they both wanted
And
to
now,
take
Fnatic,
mid heavy with people.
what do? Bearing in mind that they have been on the back foot almost constantly. It feels weird. I feel unclean saying it, but really, Fnatic have just been losing for most of this game. They've been playing catch up. For Geekay, rounds like this,
What a
shots
shot.
like
This
that,
guy hit some shots.
players like
And they
Rockets.
killed the guy over
Why they're
towards
still
C.
in this Pavlos.
Chad, it's happening again. No one can win a defense round.
Geekay again.
There were some shots hit on this round. This was fast.
on their attack. Are just unstoppable. They keep on winning these
Alpha
entry
tried
trades.
to take it into his own hands,
And it
try to get
wasn't
a
even a
pick
trade.
early, just insta
Geekay
shut
took
down.
no damage throughout
Drone
those
as
fights.
well, drone to clear short, they're taking, yeah. They are
Shelby,
making
gonna
sure...
start this-
Okay, they've taken so
dropped
long
onto
that they
this
get
A
two
site.
people into
This time
sight
they're
though.
Fnatic, they actually want to hold from the site rather than play retake.
Ooh. Durka thought he
Rocket,
hit that first
He's
shot.
doing so much. This is going to be another round for Geekay, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, another
It is.
chance.
Mystic
And
is
once
way too
again,
far.
Planted.
And once again, Fnatic are going to have to play
Geekay for
catch-up in their
franchising.
overtime.
You know, if you're so many times on match point, eventually you're going to get the win.
Right?
Right?
It's like people talk about
Jazz
how many
out, what's
times
up?
you have to mash your head into a brick wall. Once that brick wall eventually crumbles and you're sitting there broken, like
Oh, bless him, that's a
bloody,
rough
bruised
one.
and concussed, you still feel pretty happy with yourself.
That's a
I
rough
think
one.
for Geekay, they could be approaching that moment any second now.
There's one way to put it, for sure, Krummer. Thanks for sharing that mental
No
image.
worries.
Okay, another
Alright,
chance.
Geekay.
No op,
Keep on
no op for
smashing
them
that
this
wall.
time. No op. That's
Let's see
interesting.
if they can now
We've got full
smash it
rifle,
into
so
pieces.
Jet's gonna
Can
go
they
like
just
proper
finish
aggro then?
and turn this crack
Or maybe just
into
play close
complete
short.
stumble
Might play
of
here.
rocks.
Once again, Althea brings out the glass cannon operator, and on the
Prowler
attack,
goes in.
it's a bit of a
Prowler
risk,
doesn't check too
Pavlos.
much. They smoked here. They're gonna get full A
They
control.
know that
I'm worried for this guy. Oh
both
boy,
Chaos and Shalaby play around this area.
I'm so
They
worried for
haven't
him.
scouted across
Damn,
the other side.
dude.
Now that
I
is
said at
quick
one
reaction
point he
time
was
by
gonna get
Buff.
punished for it. I
Oh,
just didn't think it was gonna be an
doing his
overtime.
thing. The site is under control of Fnatic. This seems to be whoever wins their defense first will be the team
Holy
that ends
hell.
up grabbing the victory in this series.
No, he didn't see them. It's where your if your head shows.
it's a
If your
consequence,
head shows,
isn't it?
then
Of course
you're
it
gonna
is.
see them on the minimap. His
Oh,
head didn't show,
16
so
to
no like
16.
little question
We're
marks
going
came
to
up.
another overtime.
He didn't really
fifth
go. He didn't see
overtime
him.
now, Pavlos. And for
Bit
Geekay, they
unlucky.
move to their attack. Remember, this is a battle of whoever wins the defense is going to win the game. Question for me, though, is going to be, who is it? Look at that round exchange in overtime.
Yeah.
Just blow for blow.
It's just-
And all of them on attack, by the way.
Let's go again.
Yep.
All of them on attack.
Maybe.
No one winning the defense. No one winning the defense. If Fnatic want to grab the victory here, this round is
Can
what they
overtime be infinite?
Attack,
No,
they've proven that
technically
they
it can
can
be
do it.
infinite. Dude, there's a kill already.
Again, they overstep. Again, they over-aggress.
They just
Again,
swung
they
with.
lose an early
Oh my
player.
god, this
And it's
Rocket
not
guy is
traded.
hitting
Again,
every
they do
single
the
shot in
exact same
overtime.
thing.
He's so sick.
Am I going mad here, Cremo? Or aren't they seeing this?
Fnatic now.
Plan.
have to go
Everyone
once
they're
again,
playing
around
offsite against
down.
a smoker though. If both
Once again,
touches this
They're
early,
going to try.
they can at
and
least start
restore
spamming and then they
an
might start
equalizer.
panicking.
Unless
Well,
something
okay,
horrific
good
happens,
luck.
but Rockets played Storm out. He's on a rampage, Pavlos.
Yeah, there is too many spams.
This is Geekay's round. There's no auto-coding it. There's just too much utility, too many players alive, as much damage as Alpha
Mystic.
and Mystic want
Mystic
to do.
11 HP. Okay.
It just simply will not be enough.
No one, chat. No one can win the
Geekay.
defense half.
Will fourth time be the charm?
What's right? Rocket is hitting everything with a rifle. Maybe.
17 to 16.
Let's see what he
Fnatic.
decides to buy.
They move into
He's the only one
their
that
next
switches it up in
investment.
overtime what he's buying.
And their next attempt to level the playing field against Geekay. But Rockets.
Yeah, every
what
single
a
time in
round.
overtime, there is a kill
Lightning
within the
fast
first 5
with
seconds. I swear.
Those
You guys are right.
entries. And now
Okay,
you
he
can
buys
hear
an op
Geekay
this
getting
time.
the hype up.
Playing on top of plat. Okay, they're really changing it up, but then looking like Fnatic can go fast down middle.
It's a mental game. for
3.
Fnatic
Look
now.
at this setup over towards
Real
8.
mental
3 here
game.
with the killjoy.
Truly is.
This is the first time that
Geekay, the only
Geekay
thing
have
they need
actually
to do is
changed up
win
a
their
lot.
defense. Can they finally do that? They've left no one in
They've
the
literally
not
just
even an
left
alarm
B.
bot to figure out if Fnatic have pushed it.
This might work.
Certainly bold,
This might
isn't
be
it?
good. He might be good for
Rockets.
one here.
This time bring out the operator to try and hold for that that swing on C. I think he was expecting Alfea to take that fight, but he isn't. Alfea.
Oh, he's going for it. He's
He's
going
looking
to try
for
win
it
the
to
round
be,
on his own.
With Durka being a lurker.
This could work.
Rockets, we send him out of pockets. Missed shots, gets away.
That's info though.
As Geekay now fall back into their defaults.
Paranoia onto the side, Boaster indicating that B is where he wants his troops to move into.
I was going to say that I need a smoke
Paint
front
us
of
to
B.
the
I
back
haven't
end.
seen
Wayland is
it.
going to take a bit of a chunk
Smoke
of health
from
away
B, they
from him.
push close. Killjoy is playing close, but all
This
the
is a
utils
rotation
here.
for Fnatic and
Oh,
Lucas Shalaby. This is all important. Oh dear!
oh god, he could have had so many. I can't believe Leo doesn't check this corner.
They're
That's
certainly bought enough time
madness.
because there's already a rotation onto the side. Wintry Rook gets
Holy
one.
hell,
Again,
everyone
not
is
traded.
panicking.
Again, Fnatic not walking together. Another flash drive available. Now going for the peak, but Alpha is able to pick it up. 3 players against the 3 of Geekay. And look at Waylander going all the way around the world. Looking to catch them off guard. Alpha, there's no way to anticipate this.
Is it? I mean,
This is it,
Now they know
Pavlos.
where
I mean-
Waylander is. It might as well be it.
Mystic's
Geekay,
in the
this is their
position to kill the
chance.
most.
This is the
Boast
best
has to
chance
get
they've
like
had
one. Boast can somehow
To
kill
get
this
a win
long
on the
guy.
defense.
Oi,
Recon.
that's hard
Boaster
now.
shoots it, but not in time.
Wow,
They know
okay,
exactly
they
where it is.
actually did it.
And
They are
this
gonna
is
go
the
mental.
end.
They've done
The
it.
Titans
They
have
actually pull the
fallen,
upset.
And Geekay, the second team in line in meta, have
Good
taken
result
down
for these guys.
Fnatic,
Good on them.
giving them their first loss in the Superdome BME tournament.
This is also the first win Geekay have outside of MENA, and it's to bloody Fnatic! What?
They took a center
Fnatic
overtime as well, right?
Quintuple overtime go down as Geekay
Damn, Chad, that was crazy.
topple the
Let's,
Titans.
I kind of want to watch
Look at
them.
you could see the elated faces, how happy they were.
Yeah,
oh
absolutely.
my goodness! I want to bring
Dolphin,
Jiro
thank
in
you
straight
so
away to
much.
react to this because that was a mad matchup.
That was absolutely incredible. Meta actually managing to defeat Fnatic, and I am
It was
so
13-11.
proud, happy, excited. It took a long time to get there, but eventually Geekay has done it. They've defeated Fnatic on home soil as well.
Waylander,
Geekay,
chat.
which is
Waylander still got it.
quite
Just
impressive,
years of
if I do say so
experience.
myself.
What a
Incredible
legend.
showing. By pointing indeed, incredible showing from both of these teams. With Geekay, you gotta give it to
Chat,
them.
they're jetting
the
overtime, though.
usage, just playing
They're jetting
together as
overtime
a
was,
unit, as a team, rather